Visuals also on our screen now. BJP President JP Nadda arrive at the BJP headquarters there in the national capital. JP Nadda also participating in Republic Day celebrations. JP Nadda unfurling the flag there at the BJP headquarters in Delhi. BJP President JP Nadda, who is also, of course, Union Health Minister of India, has arrived there at the BJP headquarters, and of course he has just unfurled the flag. So Republic Day celebrations happening at the BJP headquarters in Delhi as well. Major Rajan Kochar, quickly bringing you in here to just take forward what General Asthana was just speaking about in important strides forward that hopefully will continue for our security forces. There was also talk of an integrated military command. Is that something that is on the anvil? Also, of course, with the CDS appointment, how important has that been in overall coordination for our security forces? We've seen finally stability last year at our LAC, but what are now the military challenges that still remain? We are also seeing now a potentially hostile Bangladesh developing and holding meetings with Pakistan as well more actively, apart from, of course, the plight of minorities that we've seen across the border as well after Sheikh Hasina's ouster.
A very good question, Uday, because our budget is going to be presented on the 1st of February. And this gives me an opportunity to speak on what is required for our defense, because right now it is only 1.9% of the GDP. And if you look at capital acquisitions, we are only spending 28% of the defense budget on capital acquisition. So the first step is, see, all these projects, what we have discussed today, they need money. And if your budget allocation is not giving us that leeway to go for the procurements, then unfortunately we'll only be discussing on TV channels and nothing will be happening on the ground. So I feel that the government, and you just mentioned Bangladesh, so I feel the threat perceptions have increased over a period of time, and we need more of a budget, especially for capital acquisitions. I know salaries and pensions, they do take a major chunk of the budget. 53% I'm given to understand goes to the pension and the salaries. But it can't be avoided, because if you have to maintain an army of this size, then you need to give them the salaries and pensions at the same time. But capital acquisition, I am actually worried today. So I feel this is one area which government will need to give emphasis. Second area is on the research and development. When we talk about technology here, technology can only come because technology is a very costly affair. Because if we are going to ask for technology from the US or from France or from any other country, we are going to pay like hell. So we have to develop our own technology. So this is another area, because only 1% of our budget is being allocated to research and development. And in a country like America, it is almost 4 to 5% of the budget on R&D. So let's get into this thing. And my last point is on the defense reforms. You have actually mentioned the CDS here. I would like to say that this has been by and large, the best defense reform which has been undertaken by the government. And what is it actually achieved? Because if you want to create a very strong synergy between the resources of the Army and the Air Force, especially because Navy is going to be employed more or less like an independent entity. So it is basically in operations in the mountains or in whatever terrain we are going to operate in the Indian Army, we need Air Force. And we need Air Force resources. And if there is a single point, commander who can marshal these resources, I think theaterization is the answer for that. And the next defense reforms which I feel is on our procedures. Though the defense acquisition procedure 2020 has come about, but it's too bureaucratic. It's takes you years to induct the new equipment into service. I know things have improved over the years because and I was in the services 5 years back. It took us almost 5 to 7 years to induct any new equipment into the forces. Now it is 3 to 4 years.
Yes.
This period also needs to reduce. So
Okay.
because unless we focus on these
Okay.
areas, unfortunately, we will only.
All right. Stay with us. In fact, we're getting some